Yo, tits up, Shades here. You know you can interact with BACC Talk. You can email us at backtalkus@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook. The official page is BACC Talk. Fan group is the Backpack Fan Page. Also tweet at us at BACC Talk. Now enjoy the show.
And now, get ready for some idiots talking about shit. Here is Justin, Tony, Destin, Andy. It's BACC Talk.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of BACC Talk. Here with the three idiots. One of them, it's their fucking birthday. So somebody's fucking old today. Dustin was fucking old last week, so we know it's not him. Tony, we already know, is fucking old. So
Grandpa.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Cheers to that. Tits up.
Tits up to Justin's birthday.
Here's my first birthday of my 43rd year on this planet. I mean, first beer. Wow. Senility.
First birthday of your 43rd year.
Senility's already started.
So I was looking around your room earlier. You know, we were doing our little pre-check and stuff, and I was looking around your room there, and I gotta ask: the picture behind you, is that just what you're gonna look like when you're older? No, not
That's
that
Elvis. I hope.
The other one.
The other
Yeah,
one.
that's my grandfather on his warship, the USS Massachusetts. So yeah, that'd be.
So because I'm like looking at it, I can't really see it, but it's like kind of looks like Justin, older and a little heavier.
Yeah, I actually look a lot like his brother. It's been on. If you go on my Facebook, my mom shares a picture every year. I look like his brother a lot.
So the joke just went out
Genetics.
the fucking window because that is actually what he's gonna fucking look like. So
Yeah, or his brother. Yeah.
Or his brother.
But happy birthday! So you have any big plans for your birthday?
No, just family over, which I don't want them to do. I always hate when people go all out for my shit. And yeah, I was saying before we started, like on Facebook and whatnot, like I don't keep track of everybody's birthday, so I'm not the one that's like happy birthday, but I get like 400 of them, and I feel bad. So I'm gonna start keeping track of people who said it, and then make sure I say it to them. It's like the Christmas card track, you know?
Yeah, and for anybody who's not following us on Facebook yet, it's the BACC Talk page has said happy birthday to Justin as well, so you can go on there and wish him happy birthday in the comments.
Or a shitty.
Yeah, happy birthday. We gonna eat cake?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of cake is. I don't really do cake too much. You guys like cake? If there's cake at like there's been cake at the bar when it's somebody's birthday, and I usually don't eat it because it's usually cake. I don't waste my time on. So, but I'll eat carrot cake. I'll eat cheesecake.
Is that really cake though? Like first of all, two of them that you mentioned is not even a fucking dessert. Okay, one is a vegetable, and the other is cheese. Neither one are considered desserts.
Right, and they cost more usually than regular cake. So
Yes, they do.
both of them. Cheesecake for sure. Have you seen cheesecake prices lately? It's like
Oh,
now that everything's sky high, like the cheesecake is just like ridiculous.
That's one thing I'm against. Calling it a dessert and putting fucking cheese in it.
Have you had? Do you like? Yeah, I guess you don't like cheesecake.
I mean, it's okay. It has to have the right kind of crust. Sometimes the crust is either too dry or too much or whatever. Sometimes the cheesecake is too rich or whatever. So it has to be just right for me to even like it. But I don't like cheese for dessert, period. So that's no to cheesecake. That's no to what the fuck are those Italian fucking things that everybody fucking eats.
Cannoli.
Cannolis. That's not a fucking dessert either. It's a snack.
Yeah, I've never been a cannoli fan, but most Italians are. So
That's not so. You're a vegetable. You rather have vegetables for your birthday.
yeah, I mean, I don't like sheet cake or white cake, whatever they call it. I just, I like when there's some pizzazz to it. I think there's a lot of phoning it in cakes, and I don't really waste my time on those. 'Cause
And,
I've been there, done that.
you're not incorrect. A lot of so some grocery store cakes, it depends on the grocery store, can be good. But sometimes the icing is too much or the cake is dry. We have a girl that makes all our cakes for all the kids' birthdays and whatever. And she will fucking make, like you see the fucking shit where they make, like on TV, where they design a cake and it looks like fucking, not just a picture of like Darth Vader, but like a fucking standing Darth Vader. Yeah, she made me a Sparty, the Michigan State mascot, one a couple years ago. She made Lightning McQueen for one of my kids. She's made a Pokemon that it's fucking good. But then to do those, you have to put like that fucking hard icing on it. It's not even icing. It's
Fondant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is barely edible.
yeah.
But
But
it's
her
malleable
icing
enough.
on her regular cake part is fucking fantastic. I don't know what the fuck she does with it. It must have some magical pussy juice in it or something, because it is the best fucking icing you've ever had in your life. And her cake is moist and amazing. So, but I'm kind of with you. You can phone it in and just go pick up the goddamn, grocery store cake that's been sitting there for 8 days.
Yeah. Well, my sister usually brings the cake from Collingswood, and there's a lot of upscale places there. So, if it's a bakery like that, usually get some good stuff. But yeah, the sheet cake and all that stuff, wedding cake, I don't care.
Are you a pie guy?
Yeah, I like pies. I'm not like Little Jack Horner or anything, but I like pie. I like pumpkin pie.
Most guys like pie.
Yeah.
I like pie.
You do. With pussy juice.
So let me ask you this: you got cake, and you got pie. What is Boston cream pie?
I don't eat Boston cream, donuts, or pie. I don't like that cream, whatever that is. I guess it's
Custard.
Boston cream, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like
but
custard.
so generally, if you have actually Boston cream pie, not one you picked up from the fucking tasty cake fucking rack, right? A real Boston cream pie would be covered in chocolate, but 2 pieces of cake with custard in between. So is it a cake or is it a pie?
I don't know how they decide pie and cake in a lot of cases. I don't know. What makes it a pie and what makes it a cake? Maybe we get some emails on that. Maybe somebody has a specific answer.
Yeah, I don't know, but all right. Well, happy birthday to you, and we'll move on to last week's birthday boy. And Dustin had a birthday, so you're gonna have to tell us about your cake and what you did for your birthday.
Yeah, I really didn't do too much for the birthday. I'm kind of like Justin. It's just another day, I guess. It's whatever. I mean, 40. I'm over the hill. Everything's downhill from here, is what I told everybody. But no, didn't really do much for the birthday. But for cake, we found something on the internet and tried that, and it's like an Oreo crumble cake. Yeah, put Oreos in the bottom, condensed milk, Cool Whip, your cake mix, and some butter. You throw it in the oven for 40 minutes, and it's pretty delicious, actually.
So it's an actual cake, though, because there's
that's what they call it. But
cream cakes that are Oreo bottom, and then a bunch of fucking cream, and then some whipped cream and some fucking crushed Oreos on top. You call it a fucking cake.
no, this actually got cake mix in it. So
This sounds like a dump cake.
to me, it's more of a glorified brownie. I mean, it's what an Oreo brownie, but it was our first attempt, something different. But we had some family issues going on around that for around my birthday, so we really didn't get to celebrate. But it's just another day. I mean, 40 years old is 40 years old. Like I said, everything's downhill from here.
Well, again, happy birthday, and you're fucking old.
And not as old as you fuckers.
Tony, the grandfather, Papa Smurf. How you doing today?
I'm all right. How you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
So what were you? You didn't have no fucking birthday, so did you like eat cake or pie or anything this week?
No.
You had to think about it.
Yeah, I had to think about it. I'm like, what the hell I have? No. I went to Oktoberfest, and all I got was a couple cookies. So, no. I didn't have any cake or pie.
You didn't get a T-shirt?
You just
No,
got cookies.
definitely not.
You just got cookies. But you got no pie all week.
None none like apple or pumpkin pie or anything like that. So, no, not that kind of pie.
No pie.
Not the pie you have to like make or buy at a store. No.
What about American Pie?
Yeah,
Hair
American
pie.
Yeah.
So Tony doesn't get pie during the week. His is probably, he's coming up on the wedding. They've been together for a long time. They're holding off till the wedding. Then they're gonna blow it all out, and then his sex life is over. After that.
Yeah, we bought the ring yesterday. She bought my ring yesterday. So,
Oh, it's getting serious now.
yeah, she's like, it's getting real now. And I'm like,
No
are
going
you
back.
anxious about it? I'm like, no, it's okay.
So are
Like,
you
I'm worried about
prepared?
where I am.
Are you prepared for your sex life to be over?
Well, yeah, my life's been over since I was 14. So what's another thing? Throw that into the mix. So
Damn.
He is getting older. He doesn't even care about sex anymore. Fucking old bastard. Justin, we got to follow up with you because you had a punishment last week. For those of you who missed it, Justin did eat his bean boozled punishment. I don't remember what the bet was for, but he lost it, and he did take his
It was about Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. That is right. That's right.
yeah,
And the naming of the candy bar. That's right. So you ate your beans. You got caught
Oh,
with a
God.
couple bad ones. I think what did you have? Like 3 out of
Four-
5 were bad.
Four out of 5 bad ones.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, the only good one was
The first one.
Yeah. So then I got bean boozled for the other 4. So
Yeah, you had some dirty socks. I don't remember the rest of it.
That was the one that put him in too. The stinky socks. He was
The
done.
stink bug was bad for him, I think.
Stink bug. Yeah, that was what were the other ones? I think it was booger, but I might have gotten vomit. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And that's it, right? That was 4. What was the other one? I have the box here. I think I'd remember. I did make. My mom tried one the next day, and she ended up getting toothpaste, which she just kept eating it. So that was like a mint.
It's just like eating a fucking green or a minty Tic Tac.
Yeah, dead fish was the 4th one. So
Oh, yeah, dead fish.
4 out of 5. But yeah, I guess you want me to talk about the text message I sent to you guys the next day as I was having a second punishment happening from the first punishment.
Yeah. So
was-
what happened? What happened the next day after eating the beans?
Well, you were asking me about farting, like before we closed last week, and like I was like, yeah, I'll let you know, like as a joke. Well, that sealed my fate somehow because let's just say, we all do it and we try to let some things go, and then there's that last second where you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is more than I bargained for. And the sheer fact that I had that 3 times in the same day says a lot. I don't know what they're putting in these beans, but I have to blame it on the beans. So I told you guys in the chat, I was like, I don't know if it's the beans, but I almost sharded fucking 3 times today. And I buy underwear I enjoy, so I was really keeping track of holding them in at the last second.
So how many times did you have to change your underwear?
I didn't. It was really close 3 times. There was the uncomfortable warmth in one of them, which was the closest one. But I mean, I will say after I took care of business, like when I finally got to the bathroom, I was okay. But up until that point, I couldn't trust I couldn't trust a sneeze. I couldn't do anything. Like it was just.
Achoo, boom.
Yeah. And I know it's disgusting to talk about. I mean, we've all been sick and sharded and stuff. But yeah, I just have to say that.
Disgusting. I think it's funny as hell.
Yeah, yeah. The words of the wise, man. He's being boozled. Like so I was saying to you guys, I think whatever, like the I'm just convinced that dead fish is dead fish.
Maybe it was the stink bug trying to get out.
Yeah, really. Well, I was expecting the stink bug just to get out, like based on its name. I wasn't expecting the stink bug to be like wet shit bug on its way out, you know?
So,
yeah.
well, that's a shame, or really not. It's actually kind of fucking funny.
No, it's good for the podcast.
Sorry for you, Justin, but that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So we've decided we're going to do it again, and we got an email.
Oh, okay.
We got an email.
Okay.
That addressed this exact.
Mail.
We got mail. Addressed the whole situation. So, so I will read. It's a long fucking email, so I'll read bits and pieces. It's from our friend, the Titty Master.
The Titty
Hats
Master.
off.
Who's the Titty Master?
Our friend.
Is that what they called themselves, the Titty Master?
Now.
Yeah.
Okay. Titty Master. Okay.
I mean, it's better than, I guess, cock hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get into cock hair here in a minute, since we haven't heard from him after blasting the hell out of him last week. That's right, he's just cock. But hats off to Justin on eating the beans last week. I would spit them out. Well, we made a rule that you couldn't do that, right? We made a rule that you had to chew it down and swallow it. So,
Well, you had to swallow it.
so we've already answered this one. It says, curious to know how you felt the next day. So, do you want to tell Titty Master how you felt?
I almost shit my pants 3 times.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Other
My
than that,
nomination, my nomination for eating beans is, and it's blank.
Oh, blank man.
Yeah.
Blank man.
I'm surprised how upset Justin got over fantasy football. But I'm also glad he's branching out and watching sports. Never dined and dashed, which we talked about last week too. And agreeing with me on workers becoming entitled. We're going to talk about entitled, if we get to it, we're going to talk about entitled customers today. Talked about the workers last week. We're going to talk about entitled customers today. It says, Mr. Shades, you did a great impression of the gobbledygooker. I watched it on YouTube. Did you YouTube the gobbledygooker, Justin?
I did.
And how did you
do
do
impression? Yeah, yeah, it was good. What's that guy? Mean Gene? I know that
Yes.
guy. Like,
Gene.
I was embarrassed for him with that interview because it was clearly like planned out, and it just went so badly. Like where he was trying to like, what do you mean gobbledygook? Oh, you're the gobbledygooker. Like, I just felt bad for him because it was just such a bad bit, and he was like, you know, the only one speaking English in it.
Yes.
So like I was embarrassed for him with that whole bit, but it's hilarious all the booze when he came out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
So again, we're gonna get into this white rabbit thing again because there were more clues, more hints this week. We'll get into a little bit of that, and will it be another gobbledygooker? We don't want to see that. But she
I think
did
that would be
put-
hilarious.
Titmaster, is it Titmaster? I forget, where is it? Actually called it gobbledygoober.
Oh,
I believe the White Rabbit could be Alistair Black coming back. One of the clues references the phrase, "No man is ever truly good, no man is ever truly evil." These are the first two sentences in Aleister Black's old entrance music for WWE. I agree that it's mostly pointing to Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm going to go in and make an argument on that right now. Aleister Black is still currently under contract with AEW and has had is taking a leave of absence due to personal mental issues. He actually put out a statement on his personal Twitter as far as what was going on. Unless they're all got us fooled here, it won't be Aleister Black, because I believe he's still under contract with AEW and plans to return at some point after he gets his mental health back in order.
It'd be weird to joke about that.
Yeah, I mean, he went into to full detail on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was a pretty long message that he put out to everybody to let everybody know. Don't listen. And it was really, here's the real story, because there were so many rumors as to what was going on. So he wanted to clear the air. We did get a part 2 email. Sorry, I hit send too fast. For the bean eating, I think you should create a wheel with names on it. Spin the wheel this next episode to see who gets to eat them.
I agree with that. Just don't put my name on it.
More exciting that way. So we appreciate that email. Actually, both emails. So because of that, Dustin and I got in here a little early, and we have a wheel.
You have a wheel.
We have a wheel.
Cool.
The way we're gonna do this is we have a wheel with numbers 1 through 5. Is that correct, Dustin?
Yeah, 1 through 5, and I made a bunch of them in a row, so there's a lot of choices on there.
Okay. And
So that way it's not big squares.
So we're gonna spin that first. That'll determine how many beans. Then we will spin the name wheel.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So let's get on to that, and that way we can be eating these beans throughout the show. If you would please, Dustin, share with us the number wheel. The numbers. And we'll hit that spin button there, and hit around.
Not 5. Not 5. Come on,
one. Makes me dizzy, and it lands on
1.
1. Okay. I hope it's me then. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I think we should. I think that needs a redo. Why did you even put 1 on there? But
Andy,
you told me to do 1 through 5.
Andy, wait till
we could do this multiple times during the show as well. We could have our bean segment.
Okay.
Yeah, if I get 5, I'm not eating boom, 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 boom. And I don't want to be the only one, so this won't be the only spin.
Dustin would close that window and open up our name window. And if he would spin the wheel.
It's Tony.
And it is Tony!
No, it's not. It's fucking blue.
We have a winner. It said we have a winner. It's Tony.
We have a winner. It's Tony.
Or a loser. Tony, I think that's you.
So for those of you that are not watching on the YouTube and listening to us on your favorite podcast streaming platform, we did have a wheel with all the numbers, and there were multiple numbers on there, 1 through 5, probably 3 of each number or whatever, and then a wheel with exactly 1 name on it.
I'm surprised it somehow still wasn't me.
Which is why I said, spin the damn wheel again on the numbers.
What? Why just Tony? Is that just because it would be funny, or?
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
You telling me that
honestly, I would have rather had my name on there now. It's only 1. I mean, come on. Next time we do this, I'll put my name on there, and I'll get 5. I had some in there that actually got copied twice, and they had 12. I figured that'd be half the box. We didn't want to do that, so I had to redo it.
So since it's just 1, so we go ahead and get this out of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I did make a new will with 3 of our names on there because I believe Andy, you did not get your bean boozled, so I think that's a
don't have it.
punishment.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on here.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How close are you to him? Aren't you in his garage?
Oh, there we go.
Andy can go get the Bean Boozled from. He can borrow yours. There we go.
Well, I was gonna say, since somebody didn't, bring his beans, that this challenge should automatically be his because he is technically a loser and didn't follow the rules.
It's 5. So if he doesn't do 5 if he should do 5 for not having it. What? And if he doesn't have it next time, it's 10.
My name didn't come up on the wheel. It doesn't matter. My name didn't come up on the wheel.
Yeah, but if I didn't bring mine, it would have been a whole different story. You'd have been like, "Oh no, you didn't bring them. Guess what? You need to do fucking 10 of them."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Captain of the podcast gets special treatment.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, you don't.
Well,
The
tell you
next
what.
wheel's gonna have Andy 100 times.
I
tell you what.
am 25 feet away from you. Guess what? And I got a whole box.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Now, if you were at your house, I would say it's clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys.
All right, how you want to do it? You want me to spin the wheel, or do you
Yes.
guys want to?
Spin the wheel. See what you get.
Hold on, I gotta get the spinner going. All right, there we're going. We're going good. Ready? Here we go. It is pomegranate or old Band-Aid.
Let's go, Band-Aid!
I want to know what a fucking Band-Aid tastes like, so I guess we're gonna find fucking Band-Aid.
Old bandage. Yeah, I have that one too.
Okay, so that is just the red. Let's see if we can find a good one.
I don't like pomegranates.
Don't smell it because it has no smell. You're not gonna be able to know.
Here we go. This one looks like a good one right here.
Now chew it or
Okay.
swallow it. Yeah.
Got it? Okay, here we go.
Is it really in your mouth? I think you faked it.
It's
No.
weird.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
Is it pomegranate?
Yes.
Oh, that's no fun.
That's no fun at all.
Wow, I got lucky there. Thank you, number one.
Yeah, really.
Well, Tony got lucky today. He won't be so lucky next time when his name comes up, and the only thing that's on the wheel is 5s.
Man, I think you should do one since you didn't bring your beans. You should at least do one.
So, all right. So bring up that. All right. So bring up that wheel, not the name wheel because we don't need it because the name's Andy. And then bring up that wheel and put only 5s on it.
No.
Well,
Just
okay,
because you
so
weren't in on the joke.
Funny though.
I did make another wheel if we want to do one later in the show. I put all of our names in there like 28 times, or 7 times. But then I actually added like me and Justin together on one spot and Andy and Tony on the other spot. So we could have 2 taking them later in the show.
Ooh.
Stay tuned for that.
That's good.
Okay.
Might add in a couple of different ones. I figured Andy and Tony, since they're together, would work.
So since our tip master just brought up the white rabbit, let's get into it. Okay. Couple more clues this week, and for even those people that aren't into wrestling, just the journey, the interesting shit, like the you're going down the rabbit hole trying to figure this out, really, right? Can be a lot of fun. So we had a couple of them. There's a White Rabbits Records now that is a actual company.
Yep.
And there was another video that was played this week, and there was a phone number. And somebody needs to help me out on this phone number deal. I have to see if I still have it. I might not. Apparently, if you call the phone number, it gives you a message. In fact, let's see if we could find the phone number. Dustin, why don't you tell us what you found out about White Rabbit Records?
So supposedly, like White Rabbit Records is actually a record company, and if you call their company, Tony, what do you have to say again? I never remember that.
Feed your head.
Yeah. So when they answer and you say "feed your head," a receptionist or whoever answers the phone will come back to you and without hesitation say, "Let him in." From what I've heard, never tried it. Don't want to overload their phones at White Rabbit Records. But if that's the thing, "let him in's leading towards Bray Wyatt.
So here's part of the message that plays with the phone number. Well, it said when played in reverse. This
Yep.
is you have to actually play this message in reverse. It says Bravo Echo Lima Alpha India Romero. I am the way into the city of woe. I am the way into eternal sorrow. And my brain is not letting me figure out what Belair spells.
B-E what?
Belair.
Bel Air.
Maybe it's Will Smith. Maybe
Bel Air.
maybe it's gonna be a slap
Bel
fight.
Air.
Where's
what's
Extreme
happened-
Rules this weekend?
Is it at Bel Air?
I'm pretty sure it's in Philly, ain't it?
It is. And where's the Fresh Prince?
Philly.
Yeah. No, Bel
Bel Air
California.
is Colorado. Bel Air is California, but the Fresh Prince of Bel Air was originally from Philadelphia,
Originally
Philadelphia,
from
born and raised.
It was originally from
West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
Yeah. So that there's obviously something coming at Extreme Rules.
I was
Will Smith's
listening.
gonna come out and slap somebody, basically.
I was listening to some stuff, and some people were thinking they had to do with Bianca Belair, but I don't know what this would have to do with Bianca. So, because
They don't have a match in Bel Air, do they? They don't do. There would nothing be nothing there, right? That's just where rich people live.
the only thing I could think of with Bel Air in California, correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, isn't WrestleMania in Los Angeles this year? Hollywood?
I'm not positive on that.
I'm pretty sure it's out in LA this year for WrestleMania. I can't remember for sure, but that's the only thing I can really think with Bel Air, California for wrestling. But
So I'm gonna try to play this and see if you guys can hear it, so that everybody can hear the message.
nope,
Can you hear that?
nope.
Nah, these mics are the mics are weird, dude. I remember I was doing that with my shit.
Well, you have to play the message backwards because
It is out there if everybody wants to go hear
it's
it.
a bunch of garbled stuff. However, playing it backwards is it says the message, and if you change the pitch of the backwards playing, you pitch it up 6 steps. The voice sounds exactly like Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
Bravo.
I might be able to rig something up to play through here.
Alpha.
If you tell me,
India.
Would you like a
what
jelly
to
bean?
look for.
Romeo.
Did you hear that?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, I was talking over it. I didn't know you were doing that. Do it again.
I am the way into eternal sorrow.
All right. So here it is.
Bravo. Echo. Lima. Alpha. India. Romeo. I am the way
Then it dies
into
out.
the city of woe.
So that was
So you think
that was the Bravo Echo stuff. It sounds just like Bray Wyatt. So it is again, we're going down this rabbit hole. Will as a wrestling fan, Dustin, if it's anything other than Bray Wyatt at this point, are you disappointed?
I guess I'm going to say yes, but it all depends on what kind of return or debut it could be. I mean, if it's something else, it would have to be huge. But I mean, WWE has done this before, but they left stuff. This is so cryptid and leading us towards that, but they keep playing White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane in all these house shows. And this is where it originated at. And they keep doing it. I mean, it goes red in the arena. I love it. In my eyes, if it's not Bray Wyatt, I don't know who it could be. Obviously last week we were talking about possibly Edge with the Brood, and Edge returned last week to challenge Finn Balor. So part of me has this weird feeling that could it be something with Bray Wyatt and Edge? Could Bray Wyatt as the Fiend or the White Rabbit come back and maybe team up with or help Edge defeat Finn Balor? And then that starts that faction. That's what I was thinking when we were talking previously, and you told me to shut up.
What do we have? We have Survivor Series coming up, and I think we talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you get a Survivor Series match, especially the back in the day, right, when you had a lot of traditional Survivor Series matches? It was this team and their mystery
partner. That's why, I mean, part of me feels it's that because wasn't it Finn Balor the last match against the Fiend?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that was Randy Orton. That was Randy Orton, wasn't it?
But
Randy Orton burned him.
Talk that this could be Randy. Or it could be Baron Corbin.
Could be Corbin with that the numbers they had in there that sent you to Corbin, Kentucky.
So if you're Baron Corbin with this lead up and all of this stuff, are you telling the people at WWE, get this off of me now? It's going to destroy my career.
Not really, because part of me feels, could he be part of that new faction? And what if these teasers, everybody's looking into the Bray Wyatt thing. We're all looking, it's got to be Bray Wyatt. So that's why they're throwing in that zip code to Corbin, Kentucky, I think is what it was. What if Corbin's a part of this faction?
It's fine. What if it's just Baron Corbin? No, forget about the faction. What if it's anybody that doesn't have the established fan base? You're going to destroy a career. It is they are going to be always known.
It's going to be the gobbledygooker P2.
And we're not talking about booze, like heat booze, like as a heel. You're booing the heel. You don't like the heel. It is going to be legit booze. We fucking hate you.
The only way, I mean, I hear what you're saying on that. I mean, if it does happen to be Baron Corbin with some of the teasers that are out there saying, if it does end up being him, they have to do it huge in a big way that the fans take to it. And with the way they're doing this in this cryptic fashion I'm excited. Me personally, as long as it's not the gobbledygooker again, I'm happy.
But
we don't need that again.
WWE over the years let you down?
A lot.
So it's not something that the fans want to see, and the biggest surprise you've had in years, you are going to if it's not Bray and it's not something that we're all missing and is absolutely fucking huge, what if it's The Rock?
I don't think it's Rock.
Yeah, The Rock went to Hollywood, right? That's where he's known.
What if it's The Rock Remember, this is coming off of SmackDown primarily.
Yeah.
It's on SmackDown. The Bloodline. How are we going to build up to WrestleMania? Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania. What if, and The Rock doesn't need this build, right?
No.
What if the Bravo, Eka, Lima stuff? How did the Shield start?
Yeah.
Sierra,
Sarah, Ekmo.
Hotel, you know,
Eka, India, Delta.
yeah. The Rock doesn't need this build. Is The Rock going to get the reaction The Rock deserves if it's The Rock?
No. No. Honestly, if they do this Rock Roman thing, all they got to do is hit his music, and the place is gonna go nuts. They don't need a build for The Rock. If they are building for The Rock, I think that's probably it's not going to be good for WWE. I mean, it's not. If it ends up being The Rock, that's not a good thing. Because I mean, if this is going to happen in Philadelphia at Extreme Rules, like the way the teaser's been going, it's not going to be a good thing. And Roman's not fighting at Extreme Rules, so it's not going to be The Rock in that way.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think the reveal comes this week at Extreme Rules.
I think it does. With all the teasers that they've been doing with it.
Should we do a bean bet on this?
We can do a beam bet on this.
Do you guys want to hear the clip? I can play it if you want.
Yes.
Go ahead. Do it.
I have it. I don't know if this channel works, but let me know if you hear anything. You hear that?
Very soft.
All right, so that means it's working. I just got to turn it up.
I didn't hear a damn thing.
I heard very little.
First, you're going to hear some British guy. Apparently, there are British people into wrestling.
Oh, on YouTube? Yep.
Yeah. So there's a British guy talking about how he's pitching it down or up 6 steps and playing it backwards. I don't know why it's not working. That's a pain.
Yeah, now I can't hear it. I heard something, but no, I mean,
Fucking mine.
it's very faint.
Oh, there, right, yeah.
It's barely there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting louder every time he does something.
I am the way into eternal sorrow.
Maybe turn it up on your phone if you got it hooked up.
Yeah. Should be hearing it.
No.
Weird.
No.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's so many ways you can look at it. In my opinion, if it's not Bray Wyatt, I think everybody freaks out.
Yeah, you're going to destroy the company
Yeah.
and the person for
To me,
a very long time.
this is Triple H's and Stephanie McMahon's first big reveal, and this is how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it doesn't end up big, I mean, to me, this feels like I'm playing Call of Duty Zombies, trying to find the Easter egg and trying to figure it out. But there's so many teasers in it. I mean, you go to the Corbin thing. You know, there's one that goes to Wyndham, the town called Wyndham.
Oh, that's
That's Bray Wyatt's name. That's Bray Wyatt's name, real name. You know, there's so many things that makes you go this way, and then it brings you back on the track of Bray Wyatt. That's why I'm hoping Bray Wyatt, but I'm not. I'm thinking it's a faction of some sort, not really just Bray Wyatt. I don't know how that they're going to do it. I still think it culminates at Extreme Rules this weekend. And the only reason I say that, in the Hangman clip in one of the QR codes you did, the letters are getting X'd out in that purple X. That's Extreme Rules. And there's just a lot of other things that are tying to it, to Extreme Rules. But that could just be, that could just get people to watch it.
How many beans are we? How many beans we laying on this bet?
Well, we got to do 5.
All right, 5 on the bet. If there's no reveal at Extreme Rules, you have 5 beans next Monday.
Yeah.
Bravo,
Jesus.
Echo, Lima, Alpha, India, Romeo, I am the way into the city of woe. I am the way into eternal sorrow.
So
You guys hear
that is
that?
what that is the clip that is played, and the
Mm-hmm.
beginning with the Bravo Echo. That if you listen closely, it sounds like Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy on YouTube that's sharing this is convinced it's Bray Wyatt. He's not even within a shadow of a doubt saying it's anybody else. But the bit that he says at the end, "I am the way into the whatever of woe," that's from Dante's Inferno.
Yes, it
So
is.
he's quoting that too, which is
There's a
literally
lot of quotes you can put everything in, and you can get a lot of quotes from a lot of things. It's like when they were doing the last video that that they did last week. The 1911 was the caption, the hashtag after WWE. If you go back to like the Firefly Funhouse, I can't remember what or what show it was on, but Bray Wyatt was wearing the Mad Hatter hat with a card in his hat that had 19/11. Whatever those numbers mean, I don't know. But they also had a thing in the bottom that had season 10, episode 16, I think, but it had TS in front of it. That's The Simpsons. If you go to that episode, they actually play the song in that episode.
Damn
So
Simpsons.
it's The Simpsons maybe predicted this. I don't know. They predict everything. But there's so many red herrings with it, and they're making us believe this. I mean, am I saying it's Bray Wyatt? Part of me says it's not going to be Bray Wyatt. I think it's going to be something else. I just don't know what it is or what they're going to do.
Before we put this to rest for this week and see what happens at Extreme Rules, I'm going to throw out one other scenario that I've heard,
Okay.
and we'll get your thoughts. There's one man out there that is currently retired that
Yep.
fits a dark character and never had a proper send-off that he deserved as far as a final match. His final match was a cinematic match. No fans, COVID era, and retired under that. And this is
Yep.
someone who deserves that final send-off in front of the fans. And probably the only other person that could pop as big as if it were Bray Wyatt and make this work and not kill somebody's career or kill the company, and that is The Undertaker.
Yep. I was thinking that and possibly Kane as well.
So,
But The Undertaker did not get a send-off match at all. And I could honestly see that, leading us one way. And then, like, if it's not Bray Wyatt, that's why I'm saying it needs to be somebody big. I mean, you were talking about The Rock. I mean, Edge would have fit in. Randy Orton would fit into this. But how? The Undertaker, this fits into that dark side.
The Rock doesn't need it. Edge doesn't need it.
No.
Randy Orton doesn't need it. But and let's just be honest, you hit the gong and The Undertaker doesn't need it either, right? But
Right. But if you're feeding people one way.
What a better way. And what if all of this, think about this scenario. What if all of this is The Undertaker to face Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania?
Be huge. Yeah,
What if
I mean,
he shows up as the White Rabbit and goes, I'm calling this man out. The only other person fitting of Undertaker's last match, because The Fiend would make it work, or Bray Wyatt would make it work under the guise of the creepy, the mind games lead in, right? Would really work. The only other person that's fitting of that match is under contract with AEW, and that's Sting.
yep. I agree 110% there.
So, now I'm going to get your final thoughts, and I do have one other comment about this, and then we'll put it to bed. But your thoughts on if this is The Undertaker where this leads.
If it's for a farewell match, I think they're going a little overboard because, like you said, all you gotta do is play the gong and turn the lights off, and the fans will go nuts. But in the same aspect with it, if it is the Undertaker give him this proper farewell, maybe this is something the Undertaker's always wanted to do, a different version of his character, not the dead man, follow me down the rabbit hole and finish me off, but or let me go, or whatever, however you want to put it. But I mean,
Maybe all the references to Bray is the Undertaker calling out Bray.
well, he could, but the problem is with that, from what I'm thinking with that, is how do you bring Bray back then for this? Because he's technically
You have
not
to
under
have
a contract.
Undertaker showing up every week. Just like John Cena did every week, show up.
Yeah.
I want Taker at Mania. I want Taker at Mania. I want Taker at Mania.
And I
And
agree
then
with that.
The pop that Bray Wyatt gets after that.
Right. And I agree with that, but it's, the Undertaker was actually under contract with WWE at that point. I mean, you're letting out that Bray is coming back. Because they're not just going to do it and then just be like, oh, Bray's not doing it. You know what I mean? I agree with what you're saying. It would be big, but I still say it all leads to Bray Wyatt. I mean, Undertaker would be sweet. I just don't know how they would do that with his character.
Taker has said before he would have liked to have a match with Bray.
Well, yes, he did. I mean, he said that in WrestleMania or at Hall of Fame and everything. He said it all the time. I mean, could it? I mean, or does Bray call out the Undertaker if it ends up being Bray? We're not going to know until it happens. And, tonight on Raw, Friday night on SmackDown, we're going to get more QR codes and more teasers. And I mean, that's the fun part about this. It's all Easter eggs. I mean, the Undertaker would be fun, but I don't think it's worth all the things when all you had to do is hit the gong. I mean, but they've done stuff like this before with other people, re-gimmick a character. I mean,
Yeah. Tony, what's your thoughts on possibly not being Bray, but somehow being Taker, whether it ends up being Taker and Bray or not?
I think you guys are on crack. There's no way it's Taker. You can't. I mean, there's no way. You can't sit there and play that and make it to Taker. Taker is iconic for his role, what he's done. Every time he switched, American Badass, guess what? Back to the Taker. He can't come back for a final match as somebody else. I mean, yeah, it might be Bray, and like we say, he might call out Taker for one final match. That could be a possibility, yes. In front of the fans, most definitely. Didn't they already fight once at WrestleMania a couple years ago?
as Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
not as the Fiend.
But I'm thinking you're just like you're saying, it's going to be the Fiend because it has to be. Because if it's anybody else, because you all kept talking about Corbin, if it's Corbin, there's going to be a riot at Extreme Rules. Like, Andy, you've been to hockey games where the fans are upset and they start throwing stuff on the ice. That's what that would be. This is going to be a junkyard in the middle of this ring, and it's going to take hours to clean it up because the fans are just going to fucking throw shit. I mean, you're going to be seeing chairs come into the fucking ring if it's fucking Corbin and not Bray Wyatt. Or anybody else, basically. I mean, you can't build it up as much as you have and then make it somebody that you're like, what the fuck is this? It's just like, you're done.
Okay.
So,
final thought on this. I'm going to get Justin's perspective because we have all these, we talked about last week how the way they're doing this is so cool. There has been no mention on TV of any of this. Still.
Just the QR codes.
Just QR codes showing up. And in commercials and at house shows, they play the White Rabbit song and put the red lights on. Okay? So no mention by the WWE of this on TV. However, go to WWE shop. And what are they selling now? White Rabbit t-shirts. Does this kill the hunt?
It's crazy that the podcast just started and you guys talk about wrestling a lot. I mean, isn't it weird that like this Easter egg thing, like I'm sure it doesn't happen too much, right?
No.
And like literally like they're, you guys would be talking about wrestling no matter what. But like this is kind of huge, like that this thing comes along. It's almost like they watched it and they were like, what should we do to impress these guys? And like, well, we'll do like another gobbledygooker, but like the payoff will be way better. I'm looking at the comments here, and I just wanted to share some of them with you, mostly because I don't know what any of this means a lot. Direct correlation to the Shield's old theme. What's that mean?
The Shield was when the Shield opened, which was, it goes back to, I was talking about, could be something to do with Roman Reigns. Okay. The Shield was a group that Roman Reigns was in, and their theme started off spelling the Shield in military letter.
Well,
So
yeah.
Sierra Hotel, Echo India, Lima Delta, that
Yeah.
was the Shield.
Well, then it says, could be him signaling his first target, which is how his world truly started to end, Roman. That's what the commenter says. So I just thought that was enlightening a little bit. Somebody says something about Alexa Bliss.
Still has the doll.
What's
And
that?
The doll
Yep.
she still carries a doll that was directly
Lily.
in correlation with Bray.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Bray. I mean, everybody's convinced it's Bray for some reason or other. Which would be weird if it's not. That'd be like the biggest misdirect ever. Like for all these people to be wrong.
And it would just have to, and it would have to be something huge. You're killing your company.
Yeah.
You're killing somebody's career, being known as the guy that should have been Bray.
Yeah, like it can't be a turkey at this point.
But like, why are they, if they're not mentioning it on TV because they're doing such a good job of just letting the fans do everything and report on it, why are they selling T-shirts?
It's just their way of start saying, doing more of it. I think a lot of it, like when it's happening at these live shows, how many people are like, I don't like going to just the basic live shows. How many people are going just to experience this right now?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's happening at Raw and SmackDown as well. During commercial breaks, they're popping it off, singing, doing the song, the lights, all that.
We've
There
not
was a
seen it
match.
on
I don't
TV
know
yet.
I don't know what show it was on, but the lights went off on one match.
But they
Why?
just went off.
Yeah,
They
that's
came
what they're
back
saying.
on. Yeah.
But I don't know
But
who
we've
was in the
not
match.
seen- we've not seen this White Rabbit song or anything on television yet.
And I don't think you will.
So when
I don't think you will
think
until it
when you
happens.
first see it, is that going to be the reveal?
I think there'll be, in my honest opinion, if it's going to happen this weekend at Extreme Rules, there's going to be something that happens Friday night. I don't know what. They might start playing it, but then it'll be the teaser for the next night
They
to
might not
keep people under.
They might not be able to afford to use it in that medium, because of the way that they own music and shit. Since that'd be playing on TV, like they'd have to pay too much money to Jefferson Airplane or whoever.
Oh, they don't worry about that. Hell, they pay
People,
all
I
kinds
mean,
of money.
I look at like Moxley walking into, what does he walk into now? Wild Thing,
Wild
doesn't
Thing,
he?
Yeah.
I mean, people use people's music all the time,
Oh,
and
what the hell? That's Charlie Sheen's song.
yeah,
And they
And-
pay a
and-
whole boatload of money to do it. And these are billion-dollar companies that, they've got the money to...
going with what Justin's saying there, are they doing this just at these live events or during commercial breaks because they don't want to pay Jefferson Airplane the money because people are just showing this on YouTube and Twitter and all this? What if it's
I would
not
think
even the
they
song
still
for
have to
this
use
wrestler?
it. I would say they still have to pay to play it at you're a company using their music to entertain. Like, so let's say
I guess I don't know how that works.
You
Like,
definitely have
at
to
a
pay to use
concert.
it once. You know?
Yeah. So at a concert, right? Like when you go to a concert in between bands, while you
Okay.
wait, they're playing music. Are they paying, or is that the record label of the people that are playing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I always wondered that too.
Yeah, I've always, yeah. I mean, we went to
But
the
in
Backstreet Boys concert a few weeks ago. They were playing like newer music, but I guess I really didn't pay attention to like, is that the same label as what the Backstreet Boys is under or anything like that? I guess I never really thought about that. I'm
I
gonna look at that
think
next time I go to a concert.
I think in the live spectrum, like if they're making a special out of it, like but if it's just the live spectrum, like I can play anybody, like I can play anybody's song I want, and no kind of whatever has to come into it because it's a live spectrum. But if you record it and try to make money off the recording, like this on television, like then the rights to that song kind of become a little bit more muddied. So
But it's not on television. It's
right.
other people doing this. I guess wouldn't other people's videos be copyrighted too then?
They would, but there'd be a lot more money, I think, to be had or paid if they were doing this on television. So when, like I was saying, they're definitely going to pay for it when they use it, if they use it during the event.
Because they're not using it on television right now.
Right,
So
right. It's a
technically
lot
they
different.
probably don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's just a lot different when it's on TV because then it's an official like recording
Right.
using it. Whereas live, like it's just people like out and about seeing it. So I don't know either. I'm a little kind of confused on that too. But the YouTube game with using like licensed music, like we've talked about that before, it sucks balls, and I'd rather not mess with it. So that's why we have our own theme song. So,
yeah.
Well, one quick thing. I don't know if you guys noticed this. It said Bray posted a painting of Dante and Virgil from Dante's Inferno way back on Twitter.
He's been doing stuff on Twitter for a long time.
Yeah. Well, it said sometime before SummerSlam, so I might want to check to see if there are any connections. So if he's now referencing Dante's Inferno, and he already showed a picture back then, that might be like definite that it's him. But could be a lot of people obsessed with Dante's Inferno, not just him. So
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. What do you got, Tony?
Let me ask something. Somebody we haven't talked about in a while. Where's the monster at? Where's Strowman?
He's back.
He's back, but have you seen him, continuously?
Yeah, he's wrestling tonight against Chad Gable.
No, see, I just haven't even caught up then. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of, not
Well,
playing,
that's why. I mean, that's why
Way
a
to be
part
up
of
on your wrestling, Tony.
that's why part of me feels, like if they make a faction, I feel Karrion Kross could be a part of it and be the White Rabbit. Braun Strowman could be the pig for the Firefly Funhouse is where we're at, and Scarlett could be Abby the Witch. I mean, I read that, I said that last week, and that's why I feel part of it could be that as well, just because he could, if it happens at Extreme Rules, he could get involved in his match with Drew McIntyre and
If it's
with
Karrion
Karrion Kross.
Kross, if it's Karrion Kross and not Bray at all, does that destroy Karrion Kross?
Yes, in my eyes, it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
If it's not anybody big, if it's not Bray and it's not anybody huge, whoever it is, they're done for.
yeah, this isn't just repackaging a superstar. This is a thing that's been coming for a while, and who knows what else they've been hiding that no one's even caught on to. I mean, this whole Alice in Wonderland thing, that's what gets me too. I mean, that's follow the White Rabbit down the hole. I mean, there's just so much to it. It's hard to read into. You can speculate all you want, but we're not going to know until it happens. And that's what makes this fun. I mean, but if, like I was saying earlier, if this is Stephanie and Triple H's first big reveal or comeback, debut, whatever, this is how they're doing it. If it ends up being bad, how bad does it hurt them? And all over the place, like with what they do next.
I think at that point you have zero trust in the company.
Right. I agree 110%.
And there is, and Justin, maybe you can look this up, but there is a interview out there with Triple H saying it is not, or he was on somebody's podcast or did an interview with something and said, it is somebody nobody is talking about.
Yep.
Mankind.
Vince.
Yeah. What if it
Vince?
ends up being Vince?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, Tony said it, and I
It's
never
Hulk
really thought
Hogan.
about that. But if it's somebody nobody's talking about, that's what scares me with this whole thing. But could that be part of the thing too? It's
I
like
can't
trying to
think
get
of
people off
anybody
of it.
out there. I can't think of
No.
anybody out there that would fit the bill that people would know. Because there's
Jake the
tons
Snake
of
still alive?
wrestlers. He's with AEW right now though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I can't think of anybody that fits this type of character that everybody would know. Like AEW brings in a lot of people that your hardcore wrestling fan would know because they're people from, New Japan Wrestling, Ring of Honor, these other small indie promotions that people know. But WWE doesn't do that. If it's somebody you don't know, they do a huge build up on that person with vignettes and stuff to bring in that person so you know who it is when they show up. Otherwise, they're coming from NXT. There's nobody in NXT that fits this bill. And that would destroy somebody's career just starting to make it on the big C. So I can't think of, when Triple H says that, anybody that would fit the bill.
Yeah, I can't either.
Unless at that point people weren't talking about Baron Corbin. They weren't talking about, the Undertaker, stuff like that. But I can't see you bringing in somebody who hasn't been there and making it work.
Yeah, I'm with you 110% on that. I don't think you can.
No, I wouldn't say so either.
If it doesn't end up being Bray Wyatt and what Triple H said there as well, that this could just be like, hey, let's get him off the trail a little bit. Make him start thinking more. Let's get more videos, these people talking more.
And since it's become a really good topic today, another thought that has popped into my head is, what if it's Alexa and she's Alice in this Alice in Wonderland plot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and it could be the way to summon the Mad Hatter, per se. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe this goes into a long storyline till WrestleMania, and that's where it culminates at, and that's when Bray does come back.
She turns dark again with the Lily doll, and maybe she brings along Asuka.
Yeah.
They try to summon the Mad Hatter.
Didn't I heard it, I'm pretty sure it was from you, Andy. Didn't Asuka back in Japan have like some ghost character?
Evil Clown.
With them two being together, that is a thought process too. Maybe they start something and, it's like, we're saying summon the Mad Hatter. I guess if it's an Alice in Wonderland thing, I guess I don't know what else. I mean, you'd have your Red Queen, you'd have the cat, or, the Mad Hatter.
And did I bring up, I don't think I brought up last week, or maybe I did. Did I bring up Rey Mysterio?
No, I don't think so.
So the last time we saw Rey, maybe it was Monday night. With Judgment, or he fought one of the people from Judgment Day. I think it was Damian Priest.
I think they're wrestling tonight, Edge and Ray against Judgment Day.
And
as
so,
well.
again, this is going to bring me back to, I think it's going to involve Judgment Day, maybe being against Judgment Day, and maybe it is with Edge. Okay, this goes back to my original thought last week. If you start looking into things, and you don't have to be a wrestling fan, Justin, to see, to start going down this rabbit hole, but if somebody, you see this Alice in Wonderland thing building, and Ray wrestles Damian Priest last week, part of the Judgment Day, and Ray's outfit, okay, on his armband had crowns.
Yep.
Okay.
Crayons or crowns?
Grounds.
Like the Queen's crown.
Yeah.
His outfit was red and white. And it seemed to be a broken heart shape on
The red heart.
on his outfit as well. So there's the Queen of Hearts. So, and I think that's part of it. I think we're overlooking stuff that they're putting in other than these QR codes that are maybe built into the show that people are overlooking. And I noticed that, and I just found it to be particularly odd that he was fighting the Judgment Day. And the Judgment Day also is this dark kind of faction. Okay, they've got the dark theme to them. They wear purple and black. Rhea has the black lipstick and the dark theme to her. And then you have Ray, who just lost his son to the Judgment Day, coming out wearing this clothing that could resemble something to do with the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you guys want it to be? And would that be not surprising and therefore not as exciting once it happens? I would think, would you rather be surprised by something terrible, or would you rather be something you guessed?
I would rather it be something I guessed, but I was way wrong on.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
So that must be something you haven't thought of yet.
Like,
So it has
like
to be
I'm
something
hoping
incorporating Bray, but
Yeah.
somehow in a twist where
that I haven't thought of yet.
you were like, what the fuck, right? And that's
Yeah.
why I'm thinking this Alexa Bliss thing. I'm thinking it has to do with Judgment Day. I want to be right. Like unlike Dustin, is I want to be the one that broke this fucking code and say this is what the fucking thing was.
So what's the bet then to get you to eat some beans?
We already have one.
Oh,
The
is it-
reveal.
Reveal
so
on Sunday. Yeah, so we don't have a review
Saturday
on
night.
Sunday.
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay.
Night. So if
So who thinks it is and who thinks it's not?
I think it'll happen Saturday night.
Okay, and
I do not.
whoever's wrong has to eat 20
5.
beans.
5.
5
R will spin the magical wheel of fun.
30.
Now
right,
before
30
before
beans.
we move on, and I know we're in a time crunch because we got a birthday party that we all have to attend. So before we
Come on over.
before
Come on over.
we move on.
Come on
Which,
over,
by the
break my
way,
shit.
I was thinking this because I'm a cult season ticket holder, and we were tailgating, and I was talking to some people tailgate next to us, and they were. I brought up the podcast to them and started talking about the podcast. It would be fucking fun to get I have 4 seats. The 4 of us to a Colts game and tailgate and
I'll be at a Colts game with you, just in Minneapolis.
just be real. Fun. So I think you all need to travel to Indy. You can stay at my place, and we'll go to a football game, and we'll fuck with people. I think that's a good idea.
I think what you should do is get 3 iPads or whatever. Go by yourself and be like, you know what I'm saying with this? Like each chair is
Well,
an
I
iPad.
don't think
Hook
it's
them
a
all up in
secret.
Discord.
I don't think it's a secret that we record on Mondays.
Yeah.
No.
I had 2 games this year that I have tickets to that are
That are on
Monday
Monday night games.
football.
Wow. So we will not be on that week unless we happen to go to the game with you.
Yeah, and what? So one of them's at the end of November, which I think y'all should just come out for the weekend. We'll go watch the Colts beat up on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll throw a big tailgate and see if we can't maybe get some people in the that are tailgating on our podcast. I think that's a great idea.
We got all these live shows to go plan at, and who knows where we'll end up first.
Pretty soon you're going to need a passport just to go anywhere. So let me get that in order first.
Now, speaking of all these live shows that we're going to do, because it costs money to do so, I know there was talk of us all, going in on a lottery pool, if it hits a certain number. We're over 300,000, and I did
300
put it in our
million.
chat-
300 mil.
or 300 million, and I put it in our chat today that do we need to buy tickets? And nobody answered me. So
No, we will. I just wasn't
So-
ready to do it tonight.
When's the amount that they change it to Monday, Wednesday, Saturday? Because usually it's always Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah. When did they start drawing on Mondays?
I know it usually gets to a certain amount, then they start doing Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Well,
But
there's Mega Millions too that draws on 2 days too.
Tuesday, Friday.
So
Which one do we want?
Tonight's whichever one's the fucking highest. But today's Powerball drawing is over 300 million. So nobody answered, but I did my due diligence, unlike having my beans, and I bought my tickets.
All right, there you go. You have your ticket, so that absolves you of the bean.
But
not
if
having
you
it.
guys don't have your tickets, it's an all in or no in.
Yeah, if you win tonight, we're going to congratulate you, but we ain't getting dick.
We better get
No,
a donation to the
That
podcast.
is not true. That is not true. You guys aren't getting anything. If I win, I will. Or, I'm sorry, not if. When I win the jackpot,
Of course.
I will give you all a giant check. Will come with it too.
Nice.
One of those big. You can hang
Those
on
aren't-
your
those aren't
wall.
cheap.
We're getting our
Yeah.
quarter we needed earlier.
I will give you no. It's much. It is much more than 25 cents. I will give you all $10.
It's pretty good. It's going to cost
think
you
it-
more to get the checks, though, the big checks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. That's kind of the point. You didn't
He's
buy
got
the
a
tickets.
he's got
Here's
a
your
printer at his
$10
house.
and
He'll just
your
buy a
big
piece of
fucking-
board and print it himself.
Here's your big fucking check and your $10. Like,
So thank you for the $10. I hope you win so that I can pay off my my Wendy's order. And I want to go over this fucking fantasy football bullshit because I was getting annoyed in the chat yesterday. 2 days ago, whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know. Fucking House of Mouse is fuck him. Anyway,
But House of Mouse did get his first loss of the season.
is he stupid? Like I didn't get the idea that he was an idiot. Like I was going in on him. Like I said, you live for this stuff. Like no animosity coming from you. Like a crying baby loser is what I got from his verbiage here. Like he's trying to go in on me, and I'm like, yeah, I lost. I'm not good. I should be losing. I should be losing every fucking week. But like, he's like, at one point he's like, I did say good job. Like I'm like, what are you talking? Like, are you stupid? Like, I just don't understand with like text messages. Is he dumb? Like, what do you even say? Like, how do you like? I don't understand. Is he stupid? Like, do I even waste the time and scroll up and be like, yeah, like I can also say good game, like Nelly, like what? Like, I just don't understand. So I guess I'm not good at trash talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because right, like the chat was created because my wife said we need a chat so we can trash talk and shit talk each other because we have that on the app but nobody uses it, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
can chat. Yeah, you can
There
smack
is a
talk in your
message
match.
board in the league, but nobody uses it. So she's like, we need one. So I created that, and you're right. He does not know how to shit talk whatsoever.
I mean, I don't because I don't want to. Like, my whole bit's been like, I want you guys to win, even if it's against me. Like, there's no reason why I should be winning. I pick people based on their last names, you know? Yeah, like, I just went over, like, what it was. Like, I'm like, you ever, like, done the backspace bullshit where you're like, oh, I want to say this in the moment. And then you're like, hey, that's stupid. Why am I doing that? Like, I'm not going to, it's like you're trying to convince a tree of your point. Like never mind. I just won't talk to a tree anymore. Like, there's no point,
Now, you did say to Blair, and you haven't responded, that you hate him. And he said, why do you hate me?
Because he won. It was like, congratulations, Blair. I hate you. Like, you won, but
Well, maybe you need to
won.
respond to Blair. You hurt his feelings.
You won, but I hate you because you beat me. Like, yeah. I would think that that's above board with, like, the trash talking. Like, of course you hate the person that beat you for that, like, 15 minutes when the sting still got to wear off. So, Blair, if you're watching, I hate you only because you beat me. Just like Dustin hates me for beating him or whoever else. And whoever else beat me.
Yeah, but ever
except
since
for
you
fucking
beat
House
me,
of
I've
Mouse.
gone on a huge winning streak.
See, there you go. I'm like Good Luck Chuck.
Tony, you're gonna get your first win.
No, not tonight.
He is not.
So
He has to outplay Kittle with a wide receiver and a what is Wilson?
Running back.
Running back.
Running back. So
It'll be an epic comeback.
it is a possibility he is down by over 20 points. It would be an epic comeback. But just to kind of run down, I have ramrodded Paul.
Well, how is that even a ramrod? He doesn't start half the people that are. He starts people that are injured yet.
I know. It is a ramrod because it's 134 to 92. He has nobody yet to play, and I have one player tonight.
No, I'm gonna speak out for Paul here. He does serve us the West Coast and fires and stuff, so maybe he can't look at his lineup all the time and all that. So we do thank you, Paul, for your service
We
and
thank
everything.
you. We will thank you and tell you I respect you 100%, and then tell you that I fucking stuck the ramrod up your ass.
Maybe you need to bring Andy out there to fight a fire with you, and we'll see how that goes.
Dustin looks like he is. He's going to pull out the win against Boyd. Justin did lose to Blair.
Good job, Blair. I hate you.
Janelle. Janelle's going to be the one to take down the house.
Which one? Which one? There are two House of Mouses. Which one?
Not anymore.
I'm not
anymore.
the House of Mouse. I'm not the House of Mouse. I'm the House of Mouse. The House of Mouse. Who you talking to? Though. Gotta go get some dinner.
Gooker.
Jesus Christ.
Got the gobbledygooker on her.
Why'd you say that to Tony, though?
And that is why I created that name. Just to mess with freaking Brad.
No, it messed with everybody because they had this.
I think you messed with Justin more than anybody.
That was the main purpose of it, just to mess with Justin, just to see if he would catch on.
Congratulations.
Well, I know you did mess with Nelly because she's like, which House of Mouse am I playing?
Yeah, it's like the Suicide Squad. Like, which one's the good one? Is it the Suicide Squad or Suicide Squad? Which one do I want to see lose? The or no the? Like.
So,
yeah.
Yes, Team House of Mouse is going to lose to Big Teats.
Wait, who's that? Whose team is that?
Nelly.
That's her team name?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was the email from earlier. If you didn't
Oh,
catch
okay.
that.
All right. Maybe I'm dumb. I'm stupid. See, it takes one to know one. God.
Well, I have insider information here, so
Yeah. Well, 111 to 130 I lost. So not as bad of a loss to fucking Mickey Mouse's taint. But you know, still not good because I lost. That's where I am. So go Blair.
Who does Justin have next week? I know Dustin's our schedule master.
well, so next week, if you look at the schedule, Andy, me and you have a showdown.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I got to run it.
Oh, I
Be
thought
a
it.
showdown.
Well,
I
you got
trade Justin Jefferson for Taylor. Taylor's gonna break his hip.
what? You got a running back that is now questionable.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just have to decline the trade now.
Anyway, Nelly plays Blair, hanging out. Tony, you play Boyd. Justin, you play Paul, which he might set his lineup this week, so that might hurt you.
All right, good luck, Paul.
And Mouse plays No Fun.
And no
Wait,
fun
which one?
is-
Which mouse plays no fun? Which one? Which one plays no fun?
That would be our schedule for next week. So there's a couple of good matchups.
So here's a fun fact about Mouse. Today he puts up a
Which one?
one of those copy and paste fucking Facebook posts, right? Where it's like, if you could fucking read this, and it's just like the same fucking thing, right? It's the Shield, it's the Bravo, Echo, India shit, right? And it's like,
Oh,
it
yeah,
says
you're a
is
genius.
if you can read this, comment with a heart, and then copy and paste it on your own whatever, right? So that's all it fucking says. So I don't fucking do those things, and if I do them, I fuck with you. I will not copy and paste your shit ever. Okay? But I did comment. And my comment.
Yes, you did.
Because
Yes, you did.
it says comment with a heart. My comment was eggplant equals heart.
When the eggplant's a cock, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Upside down pineapple would have been better.
You should have put eggplant. You should have put eggplant and then like a head of hair. That'd be funny.
And a mouse. Eggplant equals mouse.
No, if there was a mouse, he'd start jerking off. You know? You would love that. No, but seriously, I don't know him as a person. I just I don't like that I lost to him because of his stupid name. And then the chat, there was animosity. It was like, is this how people are, competitive people? Like, they just kind of are passive aggressively, they hate you because something else is going on. I just don't like that. I don't like to find that in people.
How do you think I felt losing week 1 to you?
I know.
Justin.
I know. Did you hate me for? Did you hate me for everything I did?
No, I hated myself because I set the wrong lineup.
Right. Well, I
so
hated myself.
Here's the thing, though.
Having no reason winning.
Some people, and this kind of going to what Justin's saying a little bit here.
Yeah.
Some people can understand the spirit of competition and shit talk. Okay? It's all in fun. I will shit talk you to the end. But, you three are my brothers in podcast, right? I got your backs. We're all friends, whatever. But I'm going to shit talk you to the end.
That's the fun
Some
of it.
people, when you shit talk them, get butthurt.
Their tail goes between their legs, and they don't know what to say.
Well, they don't know what to do with it, but they do other things with it. It'd be fine if they just wallflowered, And
When you get shit talk and you play the protective zone or trying to protect yourself, it's just not fun anymore.
We have not heard, ever since we started the fantasy football and shit talked Brad, we've not heard from him.
Yeah, you don't email us anymore. What's up with that, Brad?
Listen,
Come on,
it's
Miles.
great. I remember him. He had that early on, like, he sent that voicemail of like talking about, like, I won't forget the fact that he's like one of the few people to like listen and actually become enthralled or engrossed and engross us in what he was doing. I have nothing against him as a person, but I just don't like the competitive nature and like how you get that passive aggressiveness of like, even if that's the word of like, I feel like you're stupid and you're upset that you lost, and I just try not to get like that. So, but. Yeah, trash talk me. Tell me like I don't fucking know. But the problem is, I'll just be like, I know. I call a fucking touchdown a home run. There's no reason why I should be winning. Like, it's not
I'm going to tell
bother me.
you this right now, Justin. I am proud. You actually had a kicker that played this week.
I know. I got myself a
But
kicker.
but here's the thing. You put a kicker in that played, but you lost.
I know. And I took out. It looks like two of my players that I benched like did better than the ones that were in. So I was like, fucking typical.
Well,
Yeah.
Higgins went off like usual, like he can. Waddle laid the
So,
bed.
Herbert or Hebert or something like I'm gonna put him in this week because he did good last week. I don't even know if I should do the opposite of that or.
Well,
Or
it kind of
whatever.
hurt you this week with DeAndre Swift up on the chopping block and hurt his mangina.
See, I didn't even know about that.
Well, you had him out, so obviously you did. You took him out of your lineup.
Oh yeah. What did he do? Did he do good?
No, he didn't play. He did good. He
Oh,
did
okay,
good
cool.
taking him out. He was hurt. He was out.
Yeah. Cool.
It is kind of sad that your bench almost scored as much as your starters.
I know. And I hate that, like I don't really care. Like it's like I used to have people tell me that, like when they would play these things every year. But like my bench is like you'd hear them talking to other people, like my bench is doing better. I'm like, sucks to be you. Not even like being able to like sympathize. Now it's just like fuck. That's the worst.
Okay, so Justin, we are going into week 5 after this week's done. Have you gotten any more involved with football than what you did in the past?
Yeah, I was like fucking turning the fucking games on yesterday. My players were in.
Maybe that's your problem too. You're actually watching it now. Now you're gonna lose.
Yeah, I need to stop watching it.
I will be 100% honest.
Wait
When I
for the
set my
confetti.
lineups, I don't even look at the scores until later that night.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wait for the confetti on whatever day it is. I guess you want
Yeah.
to like
Oh,
fuck. All right.
Fuck that. I'm on it. Like we're at the Colts game, and we were at the Colts game on Sunday, and Christina was playing Tony. So anytime Jonathan Taylor had a half decent play, like run, of course they just run him up the middle, so he's not getting anywhere anyway. Once we fire Frank Reich, he's going to open him up and he's going to fuck go off. But so every time he like catches a pass, goes for 10 yards or has a big run or whatever, Christina's sitting there like, yay, but boo. Yay, but boo.
Yeah. Well, no, and that's the thing. Like when you're a fan of a team and you're playing against like for me, it'd be like playing against Justin Jefferson or Cousins or something like that, and it's like, yay, they did good, but that's bad.
Yeah.
For me as a fantasy player.
Yeah, I was just happy. I got the production for my last week with Justin Jefferson. I got the production out of him this week. That's over. He had his blow up game, and so that's done. Somebody I saw, and I think it may have been Jefferson. He had a big week, but the touchdown he scored did not come through the air. He had a rushing touchdown.
He had a rushing touchdown. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So still not finding the end zone with the passing game. So and Thielen had was targeted a lot more during that game.
Well, I think they're finally learning, hey, there's other people on that team but Jefferson to throw the ball to.
So now I do have a question for Tony. He's getting Justin Jefferson. What are you going to do with Adam Thielen if you play them both? You have a boom or bust day.
I know.
Then come your bye week, you're kind of fucked up the ass with the ramrod.
I don't know. I think I might try to trade him, because I do have my eye on Higgins, and Justin has Higgins, so I might have to, offer a trade. So
Justin's like, "What's a trade? What's a trade?"
You're about to see me get taken advantage of because I'll probably.
I
say
think
yes
that's a
about
no-go
what's
for
going
you,
on.
Justin. And I think the whole league will veto that trade. So,
That means I'm going to play Higgins, right?
yeah.
I got Higgins. I remember I got Higgins in the draft because Higgins is the name of my dog's brother because they had a litter next door and they gave us one of them. So ours was Fuzzy. We named her Fuzzy, and then her brother was named Higgins. So I was like,
You
I
know,
remember
we're doing
Higgins.
this fantasy football stuff. I think honestly we got to do a March Madness thing because I want to see how Justin picks his college basketball teams in March.
By the
boy.
pretty colors.
Oh, I like basketball.
We do one here for March Madness, and my sister-in-law actually won our bracket, and she picked them because of the mascots.
Sounds like what I would do.
Well,
Sounds like my wife.
yeah. So we.
I'm everybody's
got
wife.
Fantasy football stuff, and it's not looking good right now for Tony making playoffs or
Nope,
winning
not even
or winning a week ever. I just hope I play you the week that you're on a bye week. That would be
Tony, this is your week,
fantastic.
man. This is your week. You're gonna do it. Sending you some chi. There you go. Sending you some
Good.
chi. Oh shit, the piano went off. My bad. Hold on. Sending you
For
some chi.
me, I now it was overloaded with wide receivers. I get to plug in Chris Olave into my lineup weekly now. Which he is a breakout star. But we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Justin,
You know, Andy.
I hope yes.
You know, Andy, you were talking about your running back. I got a running back I'm plugging in next week that you're probably not going to like.
Oh.
Dobbins made his return, and I cannot wait to put him in my lineup.
Oh. Well, I just picked
Baltimore's
up,
running back.
I'm going to pick up Hines in case
Oh, good luck with that.
Taylor can't go. We'll
Who do
see
the Colts
how that
play
goes.
next week?
Denver.
Well,
Who do the
they'll be
Eagles
running
play?
all day because
And
Denver can't score touchdowns.
And it is Thursday, so we'll have to see how that ankle heals up. It sounds like he's a go for Thursday right now, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, if the Colts actually had a quarterback, Taylor might be a better running back.
Well, and you can't have Swiss cheese offensive line and continue to shove them up the middle.
No, he needs to get bounced outside.
So that's that. But Justin, we hope you have a great birthday. I know we've got your party to attend here, so we're gonna get ready to wrap things up.
Should we do one more spin of Bean Boozled before
Yeah.
we wrap things up?
Sure.
But who's it for?
No.
Can't be me. It's my birthday.
No, everybody's on the wheel, and we're matched up a couple times on the wheel.
Oh, cool.
But I think we'll spin for the number of beans.
give me
first.
some sharts on the way out here.
We'll spin for the number of beans that the winner has to take.
Not 5 and not.
Once
fucking
Andy
many.
gives me the okay, he's got me up.
Yeah, we're ready to roll. Let's spin it up.
Well, let's see what we get for number of beans this time.
If it's 5, I'm calling it rigged.
I can't rig this. Let's say we get
Still
3.
Three.
Fuck.
So 3. So as you can tell, there's some spots that have Andy and Tony and Dustin and Justin. We'll see what we get here.
It's gonna be me, guys. Just fucking do it. Just put Justin in there.
This shit.
So Andy's gonna have to go visit Tony, or Tony's gonna have to go visit Andy. One of the
That's
two.
not rigged.
That's not rigged.
I'm
Tony
going
got
in
up
there.
so fucking fast.
I'm going in there.
Tony's like, I got this. I wish
Tony
I
has
could rig
come to
this
life.
wheel. I wish I could rig this wheel.
Yeah.
Because I would never take them, but
Yeah. You want to see? I was laughing my ass off watching me like fail last week, so it makes
I
for a
thought it
good
was going to
podcast.
come up
so.
Justin and Dustin, which would have been fun.
it was close. It was close.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to end this show now, and
Tony's sitting there with the Bible of beans.
Look at Tony. Andy, the caller's coming from inside your house.
But
Yeah, he can't hear
I
us.
can't hear you. But I'm
Yeah,
here.
you're good. Hey, Tony.
Let's Get the spinner going.
You don't know how to fucking spin a spinner.
He's gonna spin his own thing. Tell him you're gonna spin yourself.
That is strawberry banana or dead fish.
Oh, fuck. Are you certain?
Wait, how many beans is it again? 3?
3 beans.
Fuck me.
Or the orangish white or orange red.
Don't ask Justin what color is what.
Now I've studied this thing in the past week.
Yeah, Justin, what color's that dead fish one?
So you're looking for like that color.
No, orange and
Orange and red.
yeah. What is this thing?
It is strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish.
I had that one last week. It was dead fish. Looks like strawberry smoothie.
Must be a good
No,
one.
I'm just a fucking man. It's a dead fish.
Oh man.
So obviously Andy's ate dead fish, not cooked.
And not good.
It's not good, but he's a man.
Look at you. I'm
See,
a man
Justin,
too.
yours was spaced out here. Can you imagine
I
if he
know.
gets stink bug right now?
Then again,
I was gonna be a man, but I wanted the podcast to be exciting.
Oh, good. We're going to get toothpaste
Oh.
now and get the dead fish out of our mouth.
Wait, what's the good one? What's the good one?
Berry
blue.
blue.
Berry blue. All right. It's not even a flavor.
Either way, it's the goodbye dead fish.
This isn't a bad. To me, that isn't a bad one. But
Not berry blue, and that probably tastes worse than toothpaste.
Yeah, berry blue is not a flavor. What the fuck is that?
yeah, what the heck is berry blue?
Oh, berry. Berry's a flavor. Yeah, blueberry. Guess they
Blueberry
couldn't call it
blue.
blueberry. Why wouldn't they call it blueberry?
Pomegranate or old bandage?
So
Old bandage or
like,
pomegranate?
So
the
now,
He got the
thing.
bad one.
We all watched how Justin reacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
It
get
was-
the bandage?
Nope, I got pomegranate.
Oh, so my odds are not good.
So you've got
Depends how they make the box.
One nuts, so no.
What's that?
Andy. You have to have a reaction. It's not fun for the podcast.
Oh, dead fish was horrible.
Was it? We didn't see that. We need to see you emote.
Oh God.
That might be a bandage.
Go down.
See, that's what we want.
Now the bandage is fucking horrible. You ever smell
Wow,
the Band-Aid? You ever smell the
bandage is-
Band-Aid?
The bandage is worse than the dead fish, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
That
So
was bad.
Justin,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. We had 2 people on the podcast today take a bean.
Yeah. You
Grab
want
a
one?
bean. Just grab one. I got mine. We'll eat one too.
Did you grab it without looking?
Well, I can do that too.
Let's grab one without looking at it. All right. I'm gonna put the box up here.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna push it around a little bit. All right.
Let me
I got
know when you
one.
grab yours, and I'll grab mine.
All right. And you gotta pop it in your mouth. On 3?
All right. Yep. I got mine.
Well, somebody say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
One.
3. Or chili.
It's weird when you don't know what a possibility it is.
I got something bad.
Justin's making a face. Dustin.
I got sticky socks. I'm pretty sure.
Ha! Oh my fucking god!
Yep. I got sticky socks. Oh boy.
I think I got something. I got. I got something I didn't get before. It's really bad.
Yep. I definitely got sticky socks. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
my god! Oh, it's still happening. It's in my tooth.
Sorry for the great idea.
More sharding. God damn it! I will not be trusting farts tomorrow. Guys, don't trust your farts. If
So what do you think that tasted like?
Yeah.
that was a Band-Aid.
Oh,
Because I didn't have it before, and now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
I told you it wasn't good.
I'm sorry. Being a man is not fun on a podcast. Listen, I ate my fucking Zagnut bar that I had in case I had one of these. So now I don't have any solace except beer. Which, what was that? That was
You're not gonna
pleasant.
know. You didn't look at the bean.
It wasn't
That's
raw
the
nag. Yep, it was old bandage. I'm gonna say. How. Jesus Christ.
See, we all took a bean today. This
Could have been stinky socks too, though. I mean, I don't really remember that one. Maybe it wasn't good. So wait, let's go around the horn. What did everybody get that was good? Anybody get anything good today?
we didn't get anything good. Well,
You and I
Tony
didn't,
got
yeah.
pomegranate. Tony was the only one that got anything good.
I
Yeah.
got berry blue, but it was terrible.
Tony, I think you should. No, I got the Jed voice. Tony, I think you should eat one more just to see if you get a bad one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do the mystery pick. Mystery pick.
He doesn't have to.
Yes, he does.
One.
Look at this.
One mystery. You didn't get. You're not frozen. We know that.
Oh,
We
you
see the
barely
Home
cut
Depot
out.
floating with your arm.
We saw you blinking. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, you're good. But no, I mean, good way to
I'm
end the
going
show.
out the winner this week. I'm the winner this week, so I'm going out.
Yeah, you know what? He hasn't won yet. He hasn't won yet, so he doesn't have to do this.
Well, that's because he's the podcast loser. So why are we allowing him to win?
Because he's not going to win at fantasy. So let him win
Ever.
the Bean Boozle.
Ever.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
ever.
yeah, exactly.
I can't wait to
So-
see him in the March Madness pool. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I'm just saying.
You gonna bust your Final Four on like the first day?
No.
I'm just saying, maybe if we see him get a bad bean reaction, his luck will turn around.
I'll do my points for that. We'll make it out, and you guys can send me your brackets, and I'll have it ready for the podcast. March Madness rolls around, which, by the way, I can't wait till March rolls around. That means spring's coming in Minnesota. It's starting to get colder, so
Nice.
I like March Madness. But
Well, that was fun. Good show today.
I wish I could rig the wheel like that again and just make Andy take them all the time.
How many beans is Andy
Yeah,
doing
no.
next week if he doesn't have his box?
Okay, well, should we spin the wheel?
I'm pretty sure he'll have his box of Bean Boozled by next week.
I thought he had some. They've done the challenge at the house. I figured he had some. He didn't have to order any. So
I
Yeah,
I gave the rest of my beans to my son because he wanted to do it with his friends.
well, that's being a good daddy. So
Well, this week's reel, in case I get to do one, will be at the bar I play at. I will get somebody that's not me to do one.
There we go.
And
I will actually take that challenge with you. I will try to do one at our dirt track this weekend here in Murray County Speedway and try to get somebody here to do one.
I tried to, like, other than my mom, like, I tried to get, like, a niece and nephew to do it. One of my sisters is vehemently against it because, much like the sharding thing, she thinks that there's repercussions that she'd rather not have her kids have. I hope I don't get any fucking sticks in the mud at the bar.
Is she one of
I hope I get one
those?
person.
Oh no.
I'm the
I
drunk.
know.
She had experiences before with her kids doing it, so it's one of those things where she's like, it's off the list. She's not gonna do it.
Karen.
Yeah, parents, they just don't understand.
Aunt Karen.
Oh, I thought you said
Well,
parents.
there can be Kevins too.
Oh, is that the male equivalent of Karen?
Yeah, that's the male equivalent of a Karen's is a Kevin.
I thought those were the one. Yeah, Kevin's a good name because
Anyway.
How would you
what
feel
a-
if you're actually a Karen? And your name is Karen, and everybody's calling everybody that's toxic
that
a
would
Karen.
suck. I guarantee nobody names their kid Karen ever again.
I do ask people who are named Karen and Alexa like how they feel. You know, since like they're such.
Hey
polar
Alexa.
names. Yeah.
Hey Google. I'm gonna name my kid Google.
Well, we're gonna wrap this one up this week. Hit us up on email, backtalkus@gmail.com. Brad, if you're out there, would you like to know if you're just alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No animosity. Sorry, you're a sore loser. And
We love cock.
Maybe you do. That is becoming right there.
I'll go out on a limb and say I'm not in that weed.
I'm putting the reel up this week too.
I mean, I love my cock. You know.
I'm not signing my rights over that. No.
That's
good
part
show,
of the
guys.
podcast, and that is going on the podcast reels. We love cock.
We love cock. Yeah. You're gonna put your thing at the beginning. Andy Shades here in the beginning of the episode. Sometimes you put that stuff in. Andy Shades here. Just want to let everybody know we love cock.
We love cock.
You're like Andy Shades here. This week's episode, you might hear one of us say we love cock. I just like to say I am not part of that. Anyway, enjoy the show.
So what has everybody got going on this week?
I don't know, Tony. Let's give it up to you for your last, since you're going out a winner. Last words, final thoughts.
Great show. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So I'm glad I'm going out on top as a winner, and I got pomegranate with 1 bean, so I got lucky there. Since the deck was dealt against me, since I was the only one on a fucking wheel. So surprise. Yeah, feels good. So can't wait till next week, to see which one of the other 2 idiots here is going to be eating 5 beans after Saturday night. So that's going to be great. And hopefully I get a win this week in fantasy. I feel confident now. I'm going up against Boyd. So, hey, I might have a chance. So as long as nobody gets injured, as long as Jefferson is good, I can play him, and I'm good this week. So, yeah. Man.
Dustin, what you got?
Just looking forward to a little bet. Who knows what's going to go on with this white rabbit. I'm hoping it happens this weekend just to get it out of the way. But anyway, if you're not busy this weekend and you want to watch some dirt racing, check out IMCA TV, Murray County Speedway. We're doing our dirt nationals there. We're got a lot of cars coming. We're mixing up all the sanctions. It's always a good time. IMCA cars with soda, USRA cars. It's going to be a good show. We're got campers coming. It's going to be a good time. I'll try to do some reels there to get you guys more involved. Have some fun with us there. But check us out on IMCA TV. I will be the one behind the camera. Nelly, Andy, what were you calling her? The email girl today?
Oh, well, she's just massive titties.
Yeah, Massive Titties will be the production girl this weekend. So she always has a fun with that. So check us out there. I'm not sure on the prices, but check it out on IMCA TV.
I've called her 3 different names now.
Yeah, we have 90 different names for her. But anyway, check it out there. Everybody have a good week. Everybody that was involved in the hurricane, Ivan, over this past week, pray all you guys are safe. I know it's hard down there right now. I got a lot of friends and family down there. I think we all do. We all know somebody that's been involved. Try to give back with everything you can to help these people out. It's a mess down there. We all love going to Florida and South Carolina and all these areas that were involved. But try to help out down there if you can. But always help out your local communities too, like I always say. Have a good week, everybody.
Birthday boy, what you got for us?
Andy, you're the man. You ate 3 fucking beans back to back. That's cool. I did them over the course of a show, so you got some real balls on you. Gonna mirror what Dustin said. See what you can do about Florida if you're in the, if you have the ability to do anything to help out, or if you're aware of anybody, please do that. Of course, give patronage to your local area places, and enjoy your week, and happy sharding.
Happy sharding.
Well, good show today. I'll keep it short and simple. Tune in next week to see Dustin eat 5 beans.
No, Andy's gonna be eating 5 beans.
And,
It's gonna be me, guys.
fuck
We all
you.
will be eating 5 beans.
Fuck you, Paul boys.
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
did
yeah,
not
yeah,
bring
yeah.
them fuckers up.
Okay. Fuck you, Paul boys. Still haven't hit us up. So fuck you. Guys, get out there, tweet them. Call them pussies. I don't care. They are. That's what they are. They're pussy. Other than that, great show. Have a great week, everybody. Praying for all you guys down in Florida. Hope everybody is safe and can get back on your feet soon. And until next time, tits up.
He's waiting for it.